It's time for a viewer's request. Big shout out to Big Hot Dog, who requested E.T. on the PS1. It's actually called E.T. Interplanetary Mission. So, I'm assuming... I've never played this game. I'm assuming... Well, yeah, look. E.T.'s flying around space here, and he's landed somewhere, which isn't planet Earth. This is interesting. Okay, so let's ignore or forget all about the Atari... The atrocity on the Atari. Some say it's the worst game of all time. I have played it. It is terrible. I don't think it's the worst game of all time. This, however, has got a few review scores as well, because I've got the wiki page open on the other monitor. We've got a long load-in screen here. So, let's quickly start with... Official PlayStation Magazine gave this a 4 out of 10. This could be bad video games territory, guys. And if you hear a fan in the background, it's boiling hot in my room, so apologies for that. The fan might hit the mic from time to time. It is on a swivel. Oh, healing, hold to heal. Okay, brilliant. He does that in the films. There you go, I'm sold. We'll get back to reviews later in the video. Let's play this. Oh, that's cool. I like this. I like this already. Do you know why I like it? Because of the way they've drawn the character E.T. in this. It looks good. He moves like E.T. Nice chunky sprite. You know me, I like my chunky sprites in my games. So I wonder... This isn't E.T.'s home planet, is it? I'm trying to think of the of his background in the films before or when he lands on Earth. What we find out about him, because he does fly home at the end, doesn't he? Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. Love E.T. Telekinesis. Press and hold triangle. Move items. Okay, this is how tutorials should be. Snappy. Little screenshots. Numbered as well. Make things nice and simple for people like me. I don't know, or rather... I'm assuming that this game is targeted at the younger gamers. It's got that vibe about it. I mean, the movie is obviously a family movie, isn't it? It's for children, essentially. Even though I could watch it now and enjoy it. Even though when E.T. does get very pale and you think he's going to die, I don't cry, I promise. But I get there, you know? I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at the crying phase. Oh. Ah. So is this a puzzler? What is this? Oh, here we go. So, that weapon is for something. I say weapon. His, like, beam attack thing. Okay, I'm assuming you can't kill them, though. It's just for a stun, isn't it? E.T. doesn't kill things. Right. Oh, am I going to do this, though? This thing comes back to life really quick. Oh, you can kill them, E.T., you savage. Right, let's revive this flower. Oh, this is relaxing. I like the sound effects. This is No Man's Sky before No Man's Sky. It's actually... I mean, it's nothing like the actual game I'm going to get to in a sec, but the level design, the way it's drawn, the platforms and that kind of thing, the planet you're on, reminds me a bit of a game I owned on the SNES, or the NES. It might be the NES, actually. Snake, Rattle and Roll, if anyone remembers that. I need to feature that on Old School now, because I haven't played that since I was a kid, and I used to spend a lot of time with that game. It's a bit crap, I think, but I also loved it. It was one of those kind of games. But anyway, back to E.T. This is okay. I wouldn't say... The frame rate's abysmal, and I also find manoeuvring to be hard work, as you just saw there. Because it tricks you into thinking you use all 8 directions of the D-pad. You don't. You just use up, down, left, right. But because of the isometric view, it all gets a little bit fiddly. And the mushrooms are for what? Extra lives? I don't know. When we get to another load-in screen, we'll I'll tell you about the rest of the reviews that I've got here. And what it says about the game, or what I'll try that again, or rather what the reviewers had to say about the game. Okay. It's one of those games where I'm going to want to explore every nook and cranny. Right, it's telekinesis time, I think. Yes. Yeah, it's a puzzler, isn't it? It's a puzzler. It's an adventure puzzler type thing. I mean, these are the... Or rather, these are quite popular at the moment on Game Pass. Or games like Cocoon and stuff, which I played around Christmas or just after Christmas. I completed it. A fantastic game. But that's this kind of thing. Oh, you can run. Ah, yeah. That is spot on. When E.T. runs in the movies, that is spot on how they've done it. That's fantastic. What is this thing? Oh, it's an alien bull of some sort. Oh, he's pale. E.T.'s pale. I'm not going to cry, though. I promise I won't cry. Right. Square again to set down. Here we go. Yeah, this is chill. This is chill. I like it. I like this game. It's rough. It's rough to play. It looks a bit rough as well. I mean, look at that there. It's rough to look at, and it's a bit rough in regards to controls. But I like the premise. I like what they're trying to do with this. It just works for me, this. Have I played better games on the PS1? Well, it goes without saying. Yes, of course I have. But this doesn't deserve to be on bad video games. No chance. I refuse to allow it. Oh. It's just super chill. It's a nice change of pace. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Right then. Is that an extra life? It's an extra life. And I think... Why is he walking so slow to this? I think that's stage 1. Yes, it is. It's stage 1 completed. Or stage 2? Stage 1? I don't know. Anyway, reviews. Let me glance. I like a good glance, don't I? Total Game said, a lot better than anyone dared to imagine. Damn that Atari classic. Just don't expect the game to be as timeless and breathtaking as the movie, and you'll have a good time. That's fair. And someone else said, this is PlayStation Nation. PlayStation Nation. A decent enough scavenger hunt to amuse youngsters for quite a few hours of simple and repetitive item gathering and level clearing fun. This is a nice little program, certainly not all that challenging, but delightful for its animation of a benign alien creature. And its charming ways. Official PlayStation Magazine said it's dreadfully ugly and unredeemingly unfun. Well, there you go. PlayStation Magazine hate this. Because at Game Zone, this scored 7 out of 10. Or a 7.2 out of 10, to be precise. Oh, official US PlayStation Magazine gave this. Are you ready for this score? 0.5 out of 5. I've never seen a half a star review at official PlayStation Magazine before. They hate this game. It's not that bad, but it's also not that good. It's not a good game, but it's not a bad game in my opinion. It's a 5 out of 10. And if it's a 5 out of 10 on the chorizo scale, then it doesn't go on bad video games. Below 5 out of 10, if I think it's a below, so if it's 4 and below, then I feature it on bad video games. This is a 5. It misses out on bad video games. There's a charm to it. I quite like it. And you guys let me know what you thought of it. All opinions are obviously welcome, because you probably thought it was crap. Big Hot Dog, big shout out to Big Hot Dog. What did you think of it, mate? I can't remember if you said if you like this or not. You just said, Chorizo, why don't you take a look at E.T. on PS1? I'm paraphrasing, of course. Anyway, let's cross this bridge. Oh no, I've lost my mushroom. Where's my mushroom gone? Yeah, this passed me by. I don't remember this game, but I would not have bothered with it. I have to admit. It's the same old story when... Yeah, when I was a younger guy, I haven't got the money to spare or to spend on several games every year or every month. So I would be limited in my purchasing behaviours, and there's not a chance I would have bought this. I would have borrowed it if someone had it, for sure. I'll borrow anything. Right, I gotta use telekinesis on this thing, but let's get away. Let's get away from this little thing. No. Right, is it back? Is that him back down there? I think it is. Is that him back down there? I wouldn't make a good English language teacher, would I? Right. Oh, this is just going to be where the mushrooms were. I didn't have to use telekinesis. Or I didn't know. Okay. Oh. Ah. I love how the monster followed me in there as well. Right, the mushrooms respawned, but I'm just gonna run to the finish line now because yeah. Oh, there you go. It hasn't reset itself. That's cool. Yeah, it's definitely targeted at children because I could see this being. I was just gonna say I could see this being extremely quick and easy to finish. As I fall down there, there's definitely a bit of difficulty to it, but the controls make it difficult. I don't think it's by design. Right, let's drop that there. You get the general gist, guys. You've all done this kind of thing before in your games. But this did it first. Telekinesis started with E.T. It's actually a gameplay mechanic you didn't really see a lot back in the PS1 era. I don't think you did anyway. The Half-Life 2 kind of thing. Because to me, Half-Life 2 always started all of that. But you obviously had it way before Half-Life 2, I think. It's so limited in range, though, this is. So you have to really... It's really time-consuming moving these things across the map. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would buy my son this game if I had a child around the PS1 era. I didn't. I was a very young man. I definitely would, because it's a sort of game you don't mind your kids playing. There's nothing offensive in here. Nothing that's going to scare them or haunt them for years. But would I pay 30, 40 quid for it? No. I can't imagine this would have been that price. With the PS1, you did get a few games which were like 15, 20 quid. I remember paying 20 quid for Disruptor. Who remembers that? The first-person shooter on PS1. So you did get the odd budget bargain bin game on PS1. I like that about the console. But anyway, that's E.T. I think we've seen enough. It's good. I like it. It's not good, but it is good. You know, it's one of those. It's middling. It's a 5 or it's a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 6. Maybe. It's not a 0.5. Anyway, I'll speak to you all soon.